Hi to my wife. This is my wife. And about 9 years ago, she was asking around to see if anyone knew how to do locks because the person she went to really messed her hair up. Before we begin, I just want you to know that your hair is beautiful just the way that it is. Whether you are bald, your hair is natural, you have a head full of hair, you don't have a head full of hair, you're suffering from alopecia, whatever the case may be, I just want you to know that your hair is perfect. I'm not sure who I'm talking to or if that means anything to you, but I just do want to encourage you and to let you know that we are all on some sort of journey, and for you to be here and to be watching this video, then you either A, care about someone else, or B, you care about yourself enough to learn how to do your hair this way. Today we are going over a lock tutorial. This is my wife. My name is Nieka, and first of all, welcome to my channel. Right now we're using a scalp massager, and what this does is it allows blood flow to the scalp, which is really important in helping your hair to grow. We do this, it feels so good. You heard my wife say that it does. I use it on my head as well. We use it for shampooing, for conditioning. It could also be used to distribute product across your head. These are available on my website at niqFNS.com. It is also linked in the description box below, so please go check that out. So right now I'm just rinsing all of the shampoo out of her hair. I do use a 2-in-1 shampoo because her hair does get really heavy and I don't want to keep her in this wash position for way too long. And so I just did her scalp cleanse, and now I am hitting on the the locked part of her hair. I made sure that I distributed all over her hair, and her hair is kind of like a sponge. So what you see me doing is squeezing it, distributing the product all over it. And I also get those parts where a lot of buildup could occur, and that's what I'm doing there. I do this part pretty aggressively. I'm not pulling any of the hair that's on her scalp. I mean, I'm not pulling on her scalp or anything like that, but I am doing that quite aggressively to make sure that we remove any of the dirt, oil, product that could be left in her hair. And I'm also making sure that the water isn't too hot, because hot water really dries out the hair. So I have it about a lukewarm. Sometimes I go through with cool water as well so that it can lock in that moisture. When I dry the hair, I just dry it with a thick towel. She also goes through it with a hand dryer just to make sure that it's ready to go for the retwist. We don't sit under the dryer first. She does that afterwards. I do know that a lot of people probably do that part first, but for us it's a whole lot easier because her hair is easier to manage whenever it's a little bit damp, and she thinks she's a model. But right now we're just showing you what the towel looks like on her head. I kind of wrapped it around like a turban, and she keeps that on there while I get the products together. I'm using the Super Grow grease, and I'm also using the locking cream wax. I use the locking cream wax for the back of her head, and then I use the firm wax for the front of her head. So I part her parts down. I did not start her locks in the way that the person started them. She did it sort of freestyle. So her locks are kind of all over the place. It's not really in sections, not boxes or triangles. It's just freestyle. So I part her hair, and then I put a little bit of product on each one. I used to use gel, but I am transitioning away from gel. It all depends on your hair texture. Everyone does things differently. Right now her hair is almost 3 feet in length, and so I must have been doing something right for it to have grown this long. And her hair texture is about a 3B or a 3C. Like in some places it's 3B, some places it is 3C. And so we've had to use gel, but now what I'm using is this locking cream wax, and it also moisturizes the scalp as well. So for the bottom portion of her hair, because I don't have anything to clip it onto, what I'm doing is I'm taking the section and then I twist it, making sure that the parts that are sort of loose on the lock is twisted around it completely. And then I'm doing a palm roll. And then what I'm going to do is twist it over itself to make sort of like a little knot. And then I'll insert the clip. And you'll see me do that again right now. Now I'm pre-sectioning the hair so that all I have to do is go through and add products, twist, and clip. She really hates this part because Lydia is tender-headed. So you'll see her jumping around just a little bit. But I try to make it as comfortable as possible. I pause whenever she needs me to pause, and I'm just trying to get this hair done. Alright, so I won't do any more talking until I get to the front of her head. If any questions come up as you watch, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section. I'm very quick to respond to comments. Enjoy! Okay, so we made it to the front. So I'm using the Locking Firm Wax by Jamaican, Mango, and Lime. And this is a little bit firmer than the locking wax that I used in the back of her head. And what I'm doing is I'm twisting the hair away from her face. This is the natural direction of her locks from when the first person who did her locks twisted them. I'm pulling them away from her face. And I'm trying not to pull too tight, especially on the edges. And I just insert a clip. And I'm doing that again so you can continue to watch. If you have any questions about my technique, please leave me a comment in the comment section. And we are finally finished. Look at that smile. She was so happy that I was finally done with her head. And I'm just spraying it with some Farouk Chi hairspray.